Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on KT Comics. First of all, I want to say I hope everyone had a great holiday and a happy new year. 2022 is coming to an end, and on this episode, we're going to go over my top 5 comics that I obtained this year. We're talking gold, silver, and some top-notch bronze. Okay, so 2022 was quite the year for me in the comic collecting world. Every year I always like to make 2 lists of goals that I like to do. One that's achievable and the other one that's, well, hopeful or ambitious. But this year, thanks to some local friends, members of my community, and of course my amazing wife, my unreachable goal was actually achieved. So with that being said, here's the top 5 comics that I obtained in 2022. Number 5 on the list is Sensation Comics number 69. Writer is William Moulton Marston, or pen name Charles Moulton, and artist is Harry G. Peter. This book is over 70 years old and release date is September of 1947. This book is very well loved, but presents so well for how old it is. It's incredible. Now, this was actually given to my daughters and I as a Christmas gift by a very close friend, and I don't know really what to say except we are very thankful for this gift and that I'm very fortunate to have this person in my life. Number 4 on my list is Strange Tales 107. This book was release date of January 10th and cover date of April 1963. This iconic comic has a classic battle of Namor versus the Human Torch. Writer Stan the Man Lee and his younger brother Larry Lieber, followed by artists Dick Ayers, Steve Ditko, and of course Jack the King Kirby for the cover, makes it an iconic classic comic book to have. That being said, I really didn't have very much Human Torch books, so at the start of the year I really set out to get some. And I gotta say, this book here was at the top of my list to get for old Matchstick. Coming in at number 3 on the list is Uncanny XMen number 12. This was first published July 1st, 1965. Writer Stan the Man Lee and artist Jack the King Kirby. This is the first appearance of the Juggernaut. Now I have to say this is definitely a major key issue for all mutant lovers out there. The only thing is well, stepbrothers, they fight all the time, but rarely does one actually knock down your whole entire school for the gifted. Poor Professor X. Now before we get into the top 2 comics of 2022, I wanted to give some time for some honorable mentions. Over the year, I've actually collected a lot of facsimiles of iconic covers and classic stories, and I just wanted to give a moment just to show you all the books that I've read. I have to say, do not sleep on these books. Yes, they are reprints of the original, but unless you're Bruce Wayne or Tony Stark, are you actually going to be able to obtain these books? Probably not for a while, right? So these are great substitutions to read the book, display them, until you eventually get enough time to get that original book. So remember, don't sleep on the facsimiles of iconic covers. They're awesome. Give them a read and enjoy them. Number 2 on the list is Giant Size X-Men number 1. Release date is April 1st, cover date is May of 1975. Writers Len Wein and Chris Claremont, artists Jill Kane, Dave Cockrum, and Danny Crespi. This book comes in at 5.0 for the grading, and it has the first appearances of all the new X-Men. We're talking Storm, Colossus, Thunderbird, Nightcrawler, and the second full appearance of Wolverine. Now if that wasn't enough for you, this classic cover is still being homaged today in all modern books, all the time. It's not just for X-Men fans. This is meant for all comic lovers. Anytime you can pick this one up, do so. It's a great book. Awesome job. And for me, I'm very lucky because I got mine signed by Chris Claremont. It's the cherry on top. Alright, so if you've been following my channel, chances are you've probably already guessed what my number 1 pick of 2022 is, and that is, of course, Incredible Hulk 181. The release date for this was July 30th, and the cover date was November of 1974. Writers Len Wein, artist Herb Tramp, editor Roy Thomas, and so many other great people worked on this book. It is the first appearance of Wolverine. It's a classic battle between the old Knucklehead and the big green machine. It's awesome. They square off. It's great. Now, this book here is a holy grail of all holy grails to me. I've always wanted this book ever since I started collecting, and one way or another it was always out of my reach. Until my great wife, who's awesome, I love her so much, she found a copy and actually gifted it to me. So when I found that out, I mean, obviously this was going to be my number one pick. It was a no-brainer. So that's the top 5 comics that I obtained in 2022. I am very fortunate to have these in my collection. Let me know in the comments down below what collectible you obtained this year that you're super pumped about. That being said, when you are commenting, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. It helps me grow the channel. I really do appreciate all the support that everyone's given me over the year. And until next time, keep on collecting.